Hi, and welcome back to my channel at Victoria, where I'm a part-time reseller on Etsy, Poshmark, eBay, and Thrilling. And I'm going to go over what sold today. So the 7 items that sold in the third week of December. So let me get started. I'm going to put up here the gross net fees and cost of goods, and then I'm going to put up the sales in the different 5 different shops I have, and how much sold in each one, and the total in each shop for that week. The gross is $187.60. The fees were $29.59, and the cost of goods was $16.05. And so my net profit was $141.59. And so the sales in the 5 shops, I sold 2 in my Etsy vintage clothing and accessory shop at Oso Victoria for a total of $58. 1 item in my vintage collectibles shop at Cameron D for $39.61. I'm looking at my paper down here. 2 items on Thrilling for a total of $56. 1 item on Poshmark for $14, and 1 item on eBay for $20. So this is what I sold. I sold this on my vintage clothing store. I sold this silver sequins top at Three Flags Tops for $42, but unfortunately that got returned and I didn't deduct it from the total sales. But once you do, that's $42 left in gross, and so much in fees and cost of goods. Well, it was only 40 cents. It cost me 40 cents, and I picked it up in 2019, and I don't know when I listed it. And I got it at a Grange Hall, the AAUW, American Association of University Women, was having a sale. That's where I picked it up. 40 cents. It was stuff a bag. I think it was the last day of the sale, and it was stuff a bag. So I need to get that relisted. She said it was didn't. She said it didn't fit. It was itchy. Maybe she said it was itchy and didn't fit. Yeah, and then she left me this was Etsy, and left me a 3-star review for, I don't know, which doesn't matter on Etsy. I mean, it does in the long way. If you don't have a lot of sales, it does. If you have a lot of sales and you get a lot of 5-star reviews, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't ever show up. Anyway, thank goodness. Anyway, then on Thrilling, I sold this Dior silk tie for $20. I don't know where I got it. I don't know how long I had it. I may have picked it up at the bins years and years ago, because I think I've had it for quite a long time. Because on Etsy, I've had relisted it at least 10 times. So that cost me $2 to relist it on Etsy at least 10 times. But then I had it on Thrilling because everything, all my Etsy stuff transferred over to Thrilling, and it sold on Thrilling. So, and then on my vintage collectibles shop, Cameron D on Etsy, I sold these black Japanese Bookend. They were Fairyland is the brand, for $42. Cost me $10.78, and I picked them up at the Goodwill here in February of 21 and listed them in March of 21. So that was like 7 months or so. No, more than 7 months. 9 months to sell. And I really liked them, and I debated picking them up because I don't know why they do this. Why do they price each one individually? What, somebody's going to pick up a book and just one book of a vintage set from the 50s? It doesn't make any sense, but they did. They priced each one separately, so the total cost was $10.78, and I probably got a senior discount on that. And I did debate whether picking them up, but I really liked them because they were the black mid-century style. So I thought, okay, I'm going to pick them up, take a chance on them anyway. And they did end up selling for $42. So my profit on that altogether was $23.66. So you can't just leave $23 sitting on the shelf, right? I wish we had our magic ball to know, like, oh yeah, this one will sell at this time period. Anyway, so anyway, that's that. And then on my vintage clothing Etsy shop, I sold this green, I'm trying to read this, green rhinestone earrings, little clip-on earrings from the 60s, maybe, I don't know. I sold them for $10. And they cost about $1.23 in a bulk buy at an estate sale back in 2019, and I listed them January of last year, so it took about a year to sell. And she left me feedback, and she said she loves these, and she's already got a lot of good, nice compliments on them. And they're just little tiny, you'll see the picture, clip-ons, which was nice. I love feedback when I get comments from my customers. Makes it all worthwhile. The money's not so bad, but feedback from good, nice feedback from customers is even better, I think. Or just, I don't know. And also in the same shop, I sold this Teddy vintage blue maxi dress. Teddy's the brand. And I had sold another one. I can't remember the brand of that one. So this was, I had two. I had picked up two of these at the Senior Center in Cave Junction. And they cost me 62 cents. And I think it was also a stuff-a-bag that day. I know sometimes that you could get 8 items for $5. Would that be 62 cents per item? Maybe that was it. 8 items for $5. Anyway, I sold it for $48, cost me 62 cents. Picked it up in June of 21, listed it September 21. So October, November. Took me 3 months to sell. The other one I think sold within the same month I listed it. And I listed both of them at the same time. Cottage Core. That was the name. That was the tag I used. Cottage Core. And I think that maybe helped it sell. I don't know. And then on Poshmark, I sold these Osh Gosh Begosh Toddler Overalls for $14. They cost $1. Picked them up at the Regroup shop in Bend. I don't know if that was Regroup, because one is the Habitat for Humanity. That's the Regroup shop. But I'm pretty sure I got these at the Cancer Society there in Bend, because all their kids' clothes were $1. I don't know. Either way, but that shop has good prices on collectibles. They do it by the pound, so they weigh out their collectibles by the pound, and that's what they charge you, unless it has a price on it. And then all the clothes is priced. And I picked that up in October of 2020, listed it in March of 21. So that also took about 9 months to sell on Poshmark. And then on Thrilling, I sold this Tweed Jacket. E.R. Gerald was the brand, for $36. I'm thinking it was a 90s style jacket. And I don't know where I picked it up or when, but I did list it in December 9th. So that took about 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks to sell. And it was also listed on Etsy. May have been listed on eBay too, but I know it was listed on Etsy, because I list things on Etsy first, and then I put them over on Thrilling once I'm doing my own listings. But when I first started up on listings, I sent them the CVS, whatever Etsy has your items in a spreadsheet. And then you just send that over to Thrilling, and they'll list it all for you. So I did that the first time, which was probably about not quite 200 items. I don't think I have 200 items. I have about 250 in some of my shops. Items each, and they're not the same items. I post different in eBay, different in Etsy, and different in Poshmark. Usually, and then I will do eBay first, then copy and paste over to Poshmark if it's something I want to sell on Poshmark. Sometimes I sell on all 3 platforms, sometimes all 5, and then sometimes not. So what I'm kind of doing, I kind of do keep my vintage clothing a little separate off of eBay, but sometimes I'll put things there. Like this jacket, maybe I did. I don't remember if I did or not. And then the last thing that sold on eBay was this Stitches in Time beaded cardigan. I sold it for $20. I paid $2 for it at the yard sale here in town from a friend of mine. It was a yard sale, estate sale here in town, that she was doing an estate sale for someone. And that's the one where the lady that she was doing the estate sale for never paid her for doing her estate sale, but said she could just keep all the stuff that didn't sell, which It was questionable. Some of that stuff was all chipped and stuff. I mean, it was questionable. Anyway, I paid $2 for it, and I picked it up in August of 21, and I listed October, so that took 2 months for it to sell. And she liked it, and she wrapped it up, put it on the tree, and then somehow she sent me this message that when she opened it, it stunk, and that it's a good thing she didn't give it to her friend because she was giving it to her friend for Christmas. So why she opened it and didn't give it to her friend and it was wrapped under the tree? I don't know, but she did. And then I told her to send it back and I would refund her money. In fact, I think I had it listed for $36, but for some reason she made me an offer of 20, and I know there was another one on eBay, um, probably for around 30 or a little less. And so I took the offer. I'm going, why did I take an offer of $20? But I did. So I sent it to her. And then, after Christmas, she told me that it stunk, was her words, it stunk. And that I should be very careful with because it smelled moldy, which maybe I just wasn't smelling good that day. I don't know, but it seems like I would be able to smell that. Um, I'm not even sure if I washed it or didn't wash it. I don't know because sometimes I wash things and sometimes I don't. It just depends on how they look or how they smell. Um, anyway, I apologized, told her I would refund her money, just send it back to me, but then she had to pay shipping back. And that from now on, I'll just get my husband to help smell the items too because my smeller must not be working very well. And I do apologize, blah, blah, blah. And then she sent me another communication saying, well, she's going to wash it in cold water and see how it turns out because she didn't want to spend the more money. She didn't want to spend more money on it having to ship it back. And so she did that. And then she said, and I said, good, thank you. I apologize once again. And she said, well, good news that it doesn't smell now. It came out beautiful. And I was very glad to hear that. And thanks for letting me know. And yes, I'll have my husband help me out with smelling things and stuff. And I do appreciate her letting me know. And I will pay attention to all that. Blah, blah, blah. And, and so, where was I going with this? Oh, and so then I'm going, okay, she's going to leave me feedback on eBay. What's she going to leave me? What's she going to leave me? She left me a 5-star review. Gotta love customers like that. I mean, just love them. And in the review, she wrote, there was a glitch, but it all worked out fine. I just love this customer. Who does that? The best customers in the world. Love them. Just gotta love them. So sweet of her. Um, anyway, so that's the 7 sales for the third week of November. So if you like What's Old content, subscribe, hit the bell, and those will pop up. Those will pop up first. I'd probably do more What's Olds, which I do them randomly, but I'm going week by week through the centuries here. Um, and oh, that was a that was a notification. Thrilling was contacting me because they changed how you can log into their web page. It's like I can't log in. What do I do? And so they just contacted me to let me know probably more information on how to do that. Great, they're a great website. I think you should check them out. And anyways, thrilling.com and see what they're all about. Pretty cool website. They sell curated vintage clothing. And let's see, where was I with this? Oh yeah, I do what solds mostly, and then after that I also do hauls, so I kind of disperse them throughout, and I will shoot haul videos and put those up, and then I do adventure videos because I live in Southern Oregon and we do a lot of traveling. We're going down to Quartzsite, and so I'm going to put all my shops on vacation mode. This is January, second week of January. Put all my shops on vacation and be shooting a lot of video of our travels down to Quartzsite. So we're going to do an overnight stop in Sacramento at my husband's son's house, and then from there we're going to head and cross over Bakersfield and down to Quartzsite, Colorado River, Arizona that way. Kind of like a 3-day trip, and we'll be there for a week, and then we'll be adventuring somewhere else, who knows, before we get back here on the 31st of January. And I'll be shooting a lot of videos and eventually get those up. So there's the what sold, the hauls, and the adventure videos. And if you subscribe, hit the notification. You'll get notified of all those that come up. And then just watch what you want. And then I always put them all in a playlist. Okay, so anyways, and make a comment. Once again, I love those comments. So thank you for watching. Okay, till next time. Bye.